Right, are we live? I don't know. I think so. That's my chair. As always. I think we're live. I'm just waiting for the message to pop up. That standard message, are we alright? Alrighty, well, I think we are live again. Hello everybody, welcome back to another race here at the Nitrous Racing League. Today we're in round 3 in the wonderful Portugal, Portimao. Welcome everyone, hope you all having a good day. Thank you for tuning into this F1 stream. And yeah, round 3 so far in the PlayStation Tier 1 league here at Nitrous Racing League. Remember, this league is in fact sponsored by Interrodata. So remember, Interrodata is all about managing data within your business. They're a great service, strongly recommend checking them out. We will probably give them credit in Discord, so please go on over and check out the services if you do like it. But yeah, here in Portugal, it's been a while since we commentated here in Portugal, but meanwhile, let's have a look at the AlphaTauri already on a lap. So here we go now into turn 1. We're going to do a quick little track ride here down to turn 2. Just breaks where the white line was there into second to turn 3 up into turn 4. This corner's like really slippery, and there we go, we're back live. Welcome everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Anyway, moving down into this tricky corner, breaking up the 50-meter board down to second. It does get a little bit slow on the exit there. But he is qualifying on the medium compound. Anyway, moving towards these double set of right-handers. Here's the first double set now. Goes down into third for that rotation. Brings it out with good exit there. And moving on down into sector 3. There's another double left. This double left is a little pain in the backside. Here we go now, down into third. Obviously he's going to set fastest lap of the race so far, but there's still a lot to go, and they're heading towards the final corner. If he does get it right, he does. This is a flat out all the way to the end, and we'll see what time people are going to fall for. I think people are aiming for the 118s, maybe 19s, and he does a 117.1, gets him on pole. Next to come across the line, we're getting a few lap times here. Natty's setting the 117.2. Who else is going to come across the final corner? I think Nathan actually, he wasn't here last week, I don't remember. He's making his way across the line. What he's going to do is going to be a close one. He's going to come across the line in the Alfa Romeo, in fact, gets him up on the leaderboard with a 116 there. So people are aiming for the 116s, 117s. But yeah, as you can see, Crumpton gets himself up into second place. A strong performance there. What's Formula Chris going to do now as he makes his way towards the line? Doesn't invalidate. Oh, but he just went to the pits. I think there was a problem with him. Same with Onadu Rosman. But let's have a quick look now. See he's coming across the final corner. I think it's Pyro. It is Pyro, the man, the myth, the legend, Pyro. What's he going to do? 120. Definitely needs improving there. As who else is coming across? Bonnie's come across the line with a 118. That's the final purple sector though, which is going to be a bonus for him. Stretch is next to come across the line, I think. Just need to have a sneak peek now. Yeah, I think it's, yep. It is Stretch. No, it is, I've lost track. Someone just ran into the pits there. What's the AlphaTauri going to do? Oh, I think it was he's on an outlap. It doesn't improve, but it is honestly, I'm losing track. The grid's so manic, but Stretch coming across the line. But let's ride on board with Piero now. He's getting himself a purple sector too, so this could be a huge improvement for the Red Bull now as he gets into fourth, a bit slow there. If he can try and get a better exit, he does get a better exit now. What's the Frenchman going to do as he makes his way towards the final corner of the track? Is he going to get himself up on pole? It's a little close, not quite a 1:18.1. That wasn't quite, but it gets him up with his mate Bonnie Evil there in the Red Bull. And someone else is going to come across the line. Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Tyler. It is going to be Tyler. Tyler's invalidated, unfortunately. But Shankster, he's come out of nowhere. It's nice to see him back. Is URL David. Remember, some of these drivers are taking part in the tournament that the United Racing League have. But meanwhile, I'm going to quickly ride on board with Tejo here. He's on the fastest lap, well, the fastest sector 2. So we're definitely going to see an improvement from the Mercedes. Let's see, that's a good exit there. And he's trying not to invalidate now. Invalidation's T as he's making his way across the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be close. Is he going to get himself up there? No, he's not. But he just at a 1:17 flat on the medium tyres, so it's a good time from him. But IMS Cloud, not quite. I'm just trying to see who's on a lap. I think only Luca Rosman's on a lap. Let's ride on board with him for the final corner of the track. See what he can do now. As he makes his way across the line, he's going to pull off the time. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 1:18. Gets him up into 9th there, but there are definite improvements for these guys. But so far the fastest lap is a 1:16 set by the Alfa Romeo, but he is on the soft tyres. So Tato there, also known as Pope, doing a very good lap on the medium tyres there. So I don't know, is this going to be an interesting one? Let's have a look now. Looking at only Luca Rosman. I think he's going to try and set a lap. Oh no, what's he done? And he's done. I think he's ran low on fuel. Which is unfortunate. But let's ride on board with one of the admins here, Mr. Tucson0208, the senior admin here at Nitrous Racing League. That's a purple sector 1, which is strong now. Short shift up into 3rd, and up into 4th there. It's going to be a decent time. Well, we'd hope. Going into the first double right-hander, he gets the car into 4th. I mean, I would have went for 3rd in that corner, but we're going to keep going now. He just got a good exit though, which is a bonus. Moving on to the second set of right-handers now. Let's see what time he can do. Gets into 4th. Tries to invalidate. He just hits the yellow bit on the right-hand side, so it does invalidate the lap, unfortunately, for Tucson. As IMS Cloud on a lap, I think? No, he's not on a lap. I don't know what he's doing there. Interesting. But looking at Dirk now, Pope's teammate. We're just going to have a sneak peek now. Let's see what time he can do as he makes his way across the line. Only Luca Rosman getting out the way. Good sportsmanship there from the Williams as he makes his way now towards the final corner. What time is he going to do? He's going to try and get into the 17s, the 18s, the 1:18 flat on the soft tyres from Dirk. Puts him up into 8th place. IMS Cloud though is coming across the line. I think he's on for a flyer here. 1:32, but he's definitely improving because I think he was getting ready now. But everyone else is on a lap. I think everyone else is invalidated. Let's run the ball with Tyler now. He's just about to start a lap. Let's see what he can do. So he's just come out of turn 3 and 4. He does get a good exit out of them 2 corners. Does he get a purple sector 1? No, he doesn't. But it's still out of play for. Conditions is changing, so it looks like a touch of rain might happen here in Portugal. As he makes his way now to the double right-handers. These double right-handers are going to be spot on. Crumpton setting the fastest lap there, but 1:16.5. As he makes his way now onto the double right-handers. He's on the second set. Can he get a decent exit? He goes down into 3rd, up into 4th. And he does get a good exit there. He tries not to invalidate. It is tricky to try and get an invalidation here. Does get a good exit out of that corner. Now making his way towards the last corner in sector 3 before the very flat straight. He gets a good exit now as he makes his way towards the final, towards the line. I can't word today. What time is it going to be? It's going to be doing a 1:18 flat. So that's a good position there for the Aston Martin. But everyone's starting to remember lap times at the minute. Apologies if I have missed a lap time, but let's ride on board with Formula Chris. Formula Chris is on a lap, so let's see what time he can do. Oh, but I think he had a little bit of a problem there, so I think he's going to go again. But I think everyone set a lap time, but Pyro comes out of nowhere with a 1:16.4. Good time from Pyro there. We'll have to see if Pope can do a time now. He's on the soft, so he's going to be getting that pole position now. He gets down into second, up into third for the rotation. He does get a good exit there. Onto the double right-handers now. These are going to be crucial for his lap time. He can't mess them up. He downshifts into third. Can he get a good hookup? He does. Gets a good exit there with that first set of double right-handers. Now moving on to the second double right-handers. Can he get it done? He goes down to third, short shift up into fourth. He does get a purple sector 2 now. This is going to be huge for Tato now as he makes his way towards the last 2 corners of the track before that flat straight / bend. But he does get a good exit there, out of turn, out of the last corner. Now he's going to go flat all the way down. He's done purple sectors on sector 1, sector 2. Is an improvement. It's going to be a 1:16.2 from Pope. Gets himself up into pole position. So everyone's going to be going on the 16s and 17s now. I don't know, Sklar retired? No, that's unfortunate there from him. I don't know if he's just going to try and wait on to the actual race, but 2 seconds on the outlap, so we're just going to ride on board with him. I don't know if anyone's setting the fastest lap. We're just going to have a look. The closest one is Shankster, but I think Shankster is just ran out of fuel or something. But Natty looks like he's about to get on the lap. So get himself riding on board with him. But for those who don't know, 33 laps of Portimao. The strategy is a soft to medium, I think. It's either soft to medium, soft, or people might go soft to hard. People will probably go for a 1-stop, but it's either a 1-stop or a 2-stop strat. But Natty is setting pace here, so will he be able to set a decent lap for the Alpines? Might get in good position here on the podium. Let's see if he can get a decent sector 2. He doesn't, but he does get a green, I think. So he moves down into the 3rd sector now. Can he get a good exit out of this corner? Because this corner is crucial to getting a good exit. He does manage to do that. And now it's a flat all the way to the finish, using that slipstream to give him a boost. Will he be able to set a decent lap time as he makes his way across the line? It's going to be a 1:17 flat, which sticks him in 7th, but I think he improved by a 10th. So, and look at that, ladies and gentlemen, the rain is kicking in here in Portimao, so it looks like we're going to see a wet race, ladies and gentlemen. Well, a wet quali, so people need to set the lap times like now if they want to try and get somewhere on the grid, because this wet is going to cause a huge problem for these guys. But let's ride on board now with Formula Chris. He is on a lap, and let's see if he can improve. Now, these first set of double right-handers is crucial, because you can lock up easily when you try to go into that tight right hand, well, the second right-hander on the first double right, if that makes sense. So it's going to be a bit tricky. But he does get a good exit on both of them rights. He does get a purple sector 2. So we are looking for an improvement here as he makes his way now towards the final 2 corners before this flat section. Would he be able to get a good exit? He kind of did, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get him up onto pole. But we could see a strong position here. What's it going to be now as both drivers make their way across the line? Chris is going to pull off a 1:17.1, and what's URL David going to do as he makes his way towards the line? He's going to be close at 1:17.1, so it just gets him up in front of Chris by, like, I think 4 thousandths. It's crazy. And I think someone else set a time. Who else set a time? Toussaint gets himself up into 10th there. And Norwegian boy gets himself up into 6th. So I think this is what it's going to be in terms of grids. I don't know if anyone can improve. That's my fault, sorry about that. I don't know if anyone can improve on these conditions, but they are going to have to be twisted. Anyway, let's try and ball with Pyro, because he seems to be doing the blistering pace and that has there. As let's keep an eye on him. Is he going to dare? Purple sector 2. It's going to be quite tricky though, especially in these conditions, as he gets a good exit out of that corner, and he's done purple sector 2. So will he be able to go purple sector 3? It's going to be close. There's that good exit there. Is he going to get a good exit out of this corner? Because this corner is really crucial. He locks up a little bit. Short shifts up twice. The rain is struggling in this game to get out there on the track. And I think he's going to come into the pits. No, he's not. He's going to keep going. What time is he going to do? A 1:16.4, which was like 0.02 of a second. But I think everyone's going to retire because like with 2 minutes to go, I don't think no one can improve. As the rain has just came out. Pierre going to improve? Nope, not quite. Let's see, Tyler going to try and improve? No, he was 6 seconds down on his time there. But I think it looks like from here, the rain's just kicked in. The rain has just kicked in, so I don't know. It's going to be very tricky for times, and especially these conditions, because it's going to be a pain in the backside for these drivers, but it's still out to play for in the race. It looks like this is going to be the standings so far. So far we do have Tato in first, we've got Crumpton in second, Pyro in third, Nathan in fourth, then we've got Stretch in fifth, Natty the Norwegian boy in sixth, Natty in seventh there. We've got URL David in eighth, we've got Formula Chris in 9th, 2 Cent and Tyler, 10th and 11th there, Piero and Shankster, 12th and 13th, only Luca Rosman and Topster, 14th and 15th, and we've got Dirk, Bonnie Evil, and IMS Cloud rounding up the bottom of the grid there. But how are we doing, F1 Loving? Nice to see you. Tato on pole once again, damn right he is. And yeah, honestly, it's still all to play for. We just gotta wait and see. But it's going to be close, man. It's going to be close. But welcome everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It looks a bit rainy here in Portimao, but we gotta manage. Honestly, I think it's going to be a wet race. I generally think it's going to be a wet race for the actual race. But honestly, I have no idea. I have no clue. But yeah, here we are for the grid so far. If you just excuse me for 1 minute, I just need to grab a quick drink, okay? I'll be 2 minutes. I won't be long. Sorry about this. I should have had a drink in advance. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, here are the pole. Here are the stands so far. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I mean, the rain could go away, but it might stay. We don't know as we make our way into the race. So here are the standings. A quick reminder for those who don't know. So we've got Tato, Crumpton and Pyro coming in first, second and third. Nathan in fourth, Stretch in fifth, Norwegian Boy in sixth, Natty G in seventh, URL David in eighth, Formula Chris in ninth, 2 Cent in 10th, Tyden in 11th, Piero in 12th, Shankster in 13th, only Luca Rosman in 14th, Topster in 15th, Dirk in 16th, Bonnie in 17th, and IMS Cloud in last. So it's still a lot to play for these guys, so I don't know what to expect. yeah, this is the tyres people used. I think everyone had like a one stop. Just a quick reminder for the teams there. People might be taking what people over with. But honestly, the race is going to be interesting, man. I'm going to take my charger out because it might make a really annoying buzzy noise. You know when your charger makes like a really buzzy noise? Yeah, I think that's going to be the case. But yeah, right. As here's the formation lap now. As you can see, the weather is dry here in Portimao. 33 laps, 1 minute 18 a lap. There is... I need to count, just give me a minute. There's 16 corners of this track. Yeah, honestly, it's going to be an interesting one. A little bit of facts about this track. So there's the strategies people are going to go for. So it's either soft, medium, according to the game, or soft, hard, or it might be a hard medium, or it might be a soft medium, or it might be a medium soft. Who knows? It's going to be insane. But yeah, we're just going to find out now what people are going to do. Honestly, for you guys watching on the premiere, or for you guys in the chat, comment who you think is going to win the race today. Honestly, if I have to guess, I don't know, I'm just going to make a random prediction. I'm going to go with the Alpines. I think they've got a performance hiding under the sleeve. But who just commented? Inside Racing Line? Yeah, how are you doing, man? Nice to see you. But yeah, it's going to be very close and very tight. Oh, that was interesting. I don't know what happened there. But honestly, it's still a lot to play for. Here in Portimao, it's going to be a very intense start, as it always is in the Nitrous Racing League. But if you haven't already followed, go ahead and do so on Twitch. If you are on YouTube, if you do like the content, please make sure to subscribe. Turn on the bell. Premieres happen every day. So for a race you might have missed at 4 o'clock, British summertime or UK time. So we would love to have you over here and check the content out. But it's going to be mad. Here we go now for the red lights. It's about to strike. Here we go now as 5 red lights happen. Here we go now, 5 red lights, and there's going to be lights out, and away we go here in Portimao. As you can see, Tato and Crumpton off the flying start. He's going to go wheel to wheel here into turn 1. Who's going to get the better exit? Looks like the Ferrari's going to get the better exit. He gets the inside line into turn 1, 2 and 3 and gets himself up into P1. Someone going to go for the outside move, but look at the Haas there, getting himself up into P2. Everyone going a little bit loosey-goosey out on track, but so far Clemson leading the way, but Norwegian boy just going a little bit wide off the track now, making the way into turn this tricky left-hander, Everyone trying to keep it fairly clean. As you can see, most people are going to go 2 by 2 and moving on to this first set of double right-handers. As I mentioned before, this is tricky. Everyone has to nail it, but Pyro just getting the move on Pope there. So here is the race start at the minute. What a start there from these guys. As someone's going to go wheel to wheel. Who's that? With the Red Bull And the Williams and the wheel to reel. Someone's gone for the switchback. Who is that? RMS Cloud with the solid switchback. What a move there from RMS Cloud. And their body now getting past Topster. Just manages to get that done. But there we go. What a race start. What a start here in Portimao. Portimao fills me with surprises all the time. But the Tiger at the back of the grid. What happened with... Is he got damage? I'm not too sure, but RMS Clouds got damage, unfortunately. And someone's already pitted, but meanwhile, URL David now just gone down the inside of the Alpine. Tiger got a 5-second time penalty. Topster already pitting. I think the strategy's going to change, but meanwhile, Natty's not going to give up on this fight for P7. And then we got Norwegian Boy got a 3-second time penalty. Already into lap 2. And then Norwegian Boy and URL David are going to have a little bit of a scrap. As you can see, lying on board with Norwegian Boy, as you can see, he just goes round the outside of URL David there. Natty, however, he's looking for a remarkable comeback, and someone went off. Who went off? Norwegian Boy went off. That is so unfortunate there. But meanwhile, Natty trying to look for a move there. But the gap is fairly consistent. Portimao is always full of surprises. It's going to be really tough for these guys with the pace they've got. It's going to be so close. But Crumpton in the Ferrari leading the way of this race. Okay, he sets the fastest lap there. But looking now, Iris Cloud just gets past, and so does Topster. I think Norwegian Boy might have damage, but I'm not too sure. But meanwhile, Toussaint and Natty working together now. Must have got past Dirk there. I didn't quite catch that, but yeah, the move was done. But it was a great start from Crumpton there, actually. A very solid start, getting himself up into P1 already from a hell of a lot of fighting. And it did pay off for the Ferrari. But the Alpines now working together, trying to catch up to the rest of the field. As Tyler just then past Norwegian Boy. I think Norwegian Boy just went into the pit. But look at that, the gap is closing between Shankster and Bonnie there. Oh, Norwegian Boy just retired. That's unfortunate for him. A virtual safety car has been deployed, which is going to probably help a lot for the back markers to try and catch up. If the pace is there and if they can be quick to catch up without breaking the Delta rules. And they would have a chance to get back. And already pit stops are being made. Natty's into the pits there. Shankster got a drive-through penalty for speeding on the virtual safety car. Unfortunate for him, man. So he's definitely going to have to catch up, but Ty doesn't have to try and catch up. And the safety car has been let go already. And the race restart has continued for the top 3. Leading on, as you can see, the field's starting to separate a little bit. But so far, the closest battle, as we can see, is the battle for P1. As Pyro and Crumpton getting very close there. We look now. I think the field's starting to separate a little bit. There's obviously a little bit of a gap between these guys. It has separated quite a bit, but Crumpton is leading the way there. He's got the pace. The pace is with him. If he can hold it for the rest of this race, we could see some potential there. But Bonnie is gaining a lot of time on only Luca Rosman, so we expect to see a move here. Dewey for the battle for P11 is going to be very close. But meanwhile, Formula Chris is going down the inside of Dirk there, moving back onto Bonnie. Bonnie just tucking right behind only Luca Rosman. A move is definitely going to have to be done. It does get the move done into P11 there. tied. They're picking up a 3-second time penalty. As the fields are starting to separate, but I think the strategy is going to be a bit of key for these guys. Especially in the middle of the grid, like it's going to be very costly. Like time's going to be a precious thing for these guys, and we're hoping to see some strong improvements there for these guys. But meanwhile, the grid's slowly just closing down. I think a few people have already changed tyres. I think people have gone for the hards the rest of the way. I'm not too sure now, but Toussaint picking up a 30-second time penalty. Let's have a quick look at the tyre choices that these guys have gone for those who pit. As you can see, we've got people already on mediums and softs there. So it looks like the softs were wearing down quite how can I put it? A rapid pace. That is picking up a 3-second time penalty there. But IMS Cloud is trying to get past Shankster on those hard tyres. He might lose a little bit of time to Shankster here because of the tyres. But tyres are just getting past his teammate. I think his teammate's gone into the pit. But look at this, the battle for P5 is going to happen now between Session, URL David just getting a clean move there. I don't think Stretch is going to bother fighting that. But I think Stretch is not going to give up. West Cloud picking up a 3-second time penalty there. Sector 3 yellow card. Looks like IMS Cloud is off, and there's a safety car, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to change everything because the grid are going to be clustered together, and the Aston Martins look like it's going to try and recover. A recovery can be made here for these guys. What did you say? Fun lover. David's not having his finest races, but it was a nice move. But yeah, I definitely think he can improve, if I'm completely honest. I think everyone's going into the pits now. The strategy is definitely changing now for these guys. I think it's a time for mediums and hards or whatever they choose. But it does give the Aston Martins a chance to catch up. As the safety car now is out on the track. The nice Mercedes there, the Mercedes AMG safety car, which is a nice design. I personally like the Aston Martin one. I think the Aston Martin's a lot. It's so cool. But the safety car has been deployed, so the rest of the field are going to have to try and catch up as quickly as they can if they want to try and get back into this fight. But everything's going to be so intense in this safety car restart. But honestly, I think that there's definitely going to be a change in how people perform now in Portimao. I think the strategy is going to change a lot. Honestly, it's still out to play for really, but the grid is slowly catching up. It does give the Aston Martins a chance to catch up. Obviously, they're gonna have to work together to get back up in onto the positions on the track, but it does give them a chance to recover from their mistakes and to push forward and try and get up there. But yeah, honestly, it's just a matter of time before the safety car restarts. I think the grid is slowly catching up there. As you can see, the Aston Martins, both of them catching up. Everyone's gone for the mediums, it looks like. But I think there has been a couple of tyre changes. I'm just going to double check now using the detailed option. Yeah, a few people's on the mediums. We've got Piero Boni Nati on the softs, as well as only Luca Rosman. Topster and Tiger are on 1 lap mediums and then 3 lap 1 mediums. Formula Chris is down on the hards, which is interesting. Honestly, I don't know what to expect. It's going to be an interesting strategy. Stretched, picking up a 5-second time penalty because of collision. That is really important. Why was the collision? Does anyone have damage? I'm not sure if anyone has damage. But yeah, it's definitely going to be really close. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll have to find out in the safety car restart, ladies and gentlemen. I will be 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. And of course I missed the safety car restart. I apologise in advance. But oh man, I just didn't know what happened. I am so sorry. But meanwhile, sorry, we did see a couple of changes. Tied to the top, so getting past them guys, which is pretty cool. Meanwhile, looking towards the start of the grid, everyone's getting fairly close, especially Pyro and Crumpton there. 3 tenths between each other. As looking down, Bonnie Evil there, just trying to get past 2 Satan, right behind him there in the Red Bull. Is he going to try and look for a move? The Red Bulls and the Alpines are going to fight it out as Dirk now leading the way for the battle for P6. And URL David slowly catching up. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out in the middle of the grid, specifically as Bonnie now trying to get past. Tim Sin is going to be very close now. Any moves could be done here. Bonnie is on the softer compound, so he will have a chance to get past there. And Tyler now working together to get past Nathan. I think Nathan had a few problems there. But them guys are making their way up now. Going to tackle, try and get past only Luca Rosman now. But the safety car has helped them quite a bit. Piero and Bonnie now working together, but Formula Plus has just lost a little bit of pace there, as Natty slowly is trying to improve. As you can see, the trend for P5 is going to be mad. The Red Bull and the Alpine sandwich are going to fight it out now, but Crumpton still leading the way in P1, a very strong position from here. But meanwhile, Tyler getting past only Luca Rosman and now pushing to try and catch up the Formula Chris there. But I think some moves are going to be done here. Dirk was holding it round the outside. I think 2 cents right on the inside. There's going to make the move. There's a crash in sector 3 from Nathan there. No safety car though, but Bonnie is right on the edge of the Alpine. He's going to go down the inside. He's going to accelerate. Oh, it was close, but not quite. But with 19 laps to go, I think. Yeah, 19 laps to go. Things are getting really intense now. But this middle sector, this middle pack especially, is blowing my socks off. But look at this now, Topster trying to get past only Luca Rosman. He goes down the inside, only Luca Rosman goes a little bit wide, gets the move done. I think a little bit of contact was made there. But he does get himself up into P12 behind his teammates, so now they're going to push for P10. Try and get some points for the team. As the Red Bulls trying to work together. There's going to be an inside move from 2 cents. That goes a little bit wide. Bonnie's going to send it down the inside of Dirk. They're going to go wheel to wheel now up into turn 4. They're still going to go wheel to wheel now. As you can see, Bonnie's got the outside line. But however, Dirk is using every bit of ERS. They're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 5. Bonnie still gets the better exit, and now Bonnie gets past Dirk. What a battle there from them guys. As Crumpton come down, because Pyro decided to take P1, so now he's going to be leading the way. So Crumpton now is definitely going to try and catch up. But Piero now trying to get past Dirk. This is going to try and look for a move, not quite. And we just have to keep a close eye out as Crumpton's going to try and send it round the outside. I don't know how that was going to work, but he didn't get the move done. But he tries, and that was good effort from him. So now I'm trying to push a little bit harder, but meanwhile, Tato now, riding on board with the Mercedes, is going to go try and battle for P2. He's going to go down the outside, he's going to go down the outside! He's going to go around the outside of Crumpton, but Crumpton's at the inside line for this next corner, and Tato gets the move done around the outside. Fantastic move from him there, and now he's going to push for P1, but these guys aren't even close now for the battle for P1. Only Luca Rosman unfortunately spun out. Piero lost a little bit of contact into Saint and the crash. I don't think there was no damage. He might have went loosey-goosey though. I was unable to check that. I might have to watch the replay, if there's ever a replay option, to confirm what happened there. As Bonnie is in 5th place, but however he does have a penalty. But Pyro is still leading the way. Now he's pushing to get away from Tato and Crumpton, as Crumpton's dropped another position, but we do know that from sector 1. As Crumpton now is using every bit of DRS to try and catch up to these guys. Is he going to try and use a bit of DRS? No, he's not. Just on a tuck behind him there, but he is going to get him in the next move. He's got a beautiful exit out of this corner. Is he going to do it? No, he's not. But meanwhile, Dirk and was just trying to go, well, what happened to Bonnie? What happened to Bonnie? I think Bonnie went loosey-goosey and he spun out. So that's dropped him down to the back of the grid. Really unfortunate scenes there. Tiger's gone a little bit wide. But yeah, Pyro is going quick, man. He's flying at the minute. I think he really wants this win. But I think Natty now is getting close to somebody who's getting close. I think Natty's going to try and look for a move on Dirk here. The battle for P5 is going to happen. He's going to just tuck in behind him now, but the ERS is going to deploy for these two. Here we go now. Is Izzy going to look for a move? Dirk's going to try and hold it around the outside, but Natty's going to realize, thank you very much, I'll take that position. And gets himself up into P5 there. And now pushing for P4 to try and get past the McLaren, but Natty's pace is getting somewhere now. He's going to try and catch up, but meanwhile Shankster getting past Tiger there into turn 1 as the battle for P10 happens between these guys. Is Tiger going to respond back in this corner? I don't think he is, but he might on this DRS train. Is he going to try and do it now? Riding on board with the Aston Martin, as you can see, he's gaining. He's going to try and get a better exit now. Shankster just holding it down the inside. And Tiger's just going to have to stay in P11 for now to try and catch up. Apologies. Yeah, looking now, Dirk has just got past Natty. I think Natty's going for a pit stop. Piero's gone for a pit stop. Topser gets himself up into 7th place there. So Topser has recovered and he's back in the fight for the top 5 if he can make it and catch up. But I think people are going to go for separate tyres now because the softs might be starting to die out, or the mediums are starting to die out. There's been an incident sector 1 with Bonnie spun out again. Unfortunate there from him. As Toussaint now looking to try and make a move on Tiger. But for those who don't know, Tyler is the admin. Well, is the leader and CEO / founder of the Nitrous Racing League. So huge shout out to him for organising the league and trying to get people to where they are today. Wouldn't have been possible without this guy right here. So definitely deserves some credit there. Clumpton setting the fastest lap though, but he's done an awful move on Tato. He's doing it close. He's going to send it down the inside, not quite. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to consider it. Tato just getting a little bit loosey, but sends it down the inside. He's locked up, and there's been a crash. There's been a lot of contact from Clumpton, so I think Clumpton's got damage. I think that was a bit of a late send there. I don't know if it was anyone's fault, but I think Clumpton just went a bit too late from here. But we'll probably have to double check that if a claim let's put in a phone number. But with 13 laps to go, anything can still happen. We could see a new person on the podium this week. We could see Tato on podium again. But Topster now trying to keep that pace and consistency as he's making his way to catch up to Dirk there. There's an 8-second gap, but that gap seems to be shrinking a little bit. So if Topster can keep his pace up, we could see improvement. Tato's down into the pits. I think there was contact with Tato. As a URL David decides to stay out, Clumpton's gone into the pits. Which puts Dirk up into third. Where's Tato going to come out? Everyone's getting past these guys. Tato's come out on top. Is he going to stay in 10th? It looks like he's going to stay in 10th. The gap is slowly shrinking now. Is Natty going to get past Tato? It's going to be quite close now as Tato makes his way out into the pits and he stays in 10th. But will he be able to get past Clumpton? It's going to be close. It is really close. The battle for P10 happens between these guys. Is Natty's going to try and look for a move? I don't think he is, because he's just on them more mediums. But this might be a wise choice from Tato. The softs are out. He's going to be pushing now to try and get past these guys. But with 12 laps to go, anything or everything. I'm trying to figure out how to word this here. Anything can happen. But look at this, they're trying to be cheeky there, trying to wave to try and break the slipstream. I think Formula Chris is going to say no, let me have that slipstream. I'm going to go wheel to wheel now. Is Formula Chris going to try and recover? Not quite. But Shanks is down into the pit. Well, Shanks in top serve down into the pits now. That promotes Tato into 8th place and Clumpton into 9th. But if Tato wants to try and get that podium, he's going to have to stay out. And first of all, he's not going to have to crash. Secondly, he's going to have to try and keep that pace away from Clumpton, because Clumpton has pace. I've seen a massive pace spree from Clumpton. Anything could happen with this guy. He can just evolve and go straight to P1. Sector 2 and 3, there's been an incident there. Bonnie's spinning out again. I think he's been lapped. He has been lapped. I don't think this is Bonnie's day. Meanwhile, looking now, I think Formula Chris has got good pace here, trying to catch up to Dirk for the battle for P3. And Dirk is decided on it, not quite. However, Formula Chris using that DRS, is he going to get past Dirk? He is, but I think Dirk's going to try and respond into this next corner. Not quite, just sticks into 4th there for the time being. However, 2 cents on around the outside and Tyler. getting past Stretch. Bonnie retired, unfortunate for him. With 10 laps to go now here in Portimao. It's been a very interesting race, I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie, it's been a very interesting race. And to say the least, I don't know, it's been one of those in... Wait, hold on, I'm sorry, give me a minute. I'm just trying to get a nice shot just for the... There we go. And sorry about that. But with 9 laps to go now, the last 9 laps of the race, Pyro leading the way there, a solid lead by quite a bit. We need to check on the tyres though, and we're going to quickly check on the penalties. We're looking at the tyres, people have done 15 to 16 laps. I don't think you can push it to the end though. Meanwhile, Toussaint getting past Tyler there on them 1 mediums. Topster picking up a 3-second time penalty. Yes, then Topster's just come out of the pit. So Topster and Shanks there going to be working together to try and get past the rest of the grid. I think the hards are going to go the rest of the way. Formula Chris keeping good pace there from the in those hard tyres. But meanwhile, Stretch looking to respond to Tyler. They're going to go wheel to wheel now. Tyler just getting past Stretch there. But looking at the penalties, real quick. We've got URL David on 3 seconds, but meanwhile, Stretch looking to respond. We're just going to keep a close eye on this fight. We've got Tyler. Oh, Stretch going down the inside. Gets the move done. Solid move there from him. Right, anyway, so we've got Tyler, Toussaint, David, Tato, Crumpton, Natty, Shankster, and Piero all on 3 second time penalties. We do have Topster on 6, Stretched on 5. No penalties so far. And it's back to you in the studio. Thanks. But I think Tyler's now looking to respond to this fight. He's going to go past Stretched. Is Stretched going to look to respond? Not quite. But from P5 to P3, the penalties are going to matter the most on this track. There's been an incident sector 3, looking at Shanks there. Shanks has had an oopsie. Tyler picking up another 3 second time penalty. But the battle for P6 is still commencing. Stretch going to try and look for a move. He doesn't. I think Stretch went a bit off there. Something's happened to Stretch. But people are going to be coming into the pit soon. Who's going to be coming into the pit? We don't know. I think Pyro and them are going to stay out on these compound tyres for the rest of the way. With 6 laps to go. This gap is exceeded massively now. A second per car. Stretched on 5 seconds on a 5 second gap. Crumpton slowly getting past Stretched. Natty trying to catch up to these guys. He's doing quite well. Crumpton there just getting past Stretched. Or Stretch, shall we say. Natty getting past Stretch again. Someone had a big oopsie. It was Tato. Tato had a big oopsie. This is going to be really costly for Tato now. He needs to push as best he can to try and catch up to Crumpton, his championship rival. But Pyro keeping the pace out there on track today. 6 laps to go. I think he's going to try and push him for the rest of the way. I think it's going to be the only thing he can do. If he keeps this pace up, he's got it in the bag. 5 laps to go here in, no wait, 6 laps to go now. But Yeah, it's definitely close. In fact, it's really close to these guys. But with 6 laps to go, I don't think there's been any changes. But we are running on board with the Haas. Let's quickly do a track guys. On this track. So when you come into turn 1, it's a quick right-hander, and then it's a brake. So we're just braking on that third white line there. He's going down into 5th, flat out on this next corner, then he wants to brake at the white line again, down into 2nd, upshift into 3rd to get the rotation there, into turn 4. Now turn 5, it's a sharp left-hander. Alright, so you just want to be braking just out of the 50-metre board, down into 2nd, try and hook it up as close to the yellow bit as possible. Now this is the first set of double right-handers. You just want to downshift into 6th, try being light on the brakes there, and then you just want to brake at that 3rd box on the right, and you want to try and get the tyre into 3rd. Same again applies to this. You just want to try and brake in a straight line as best you can. The key is to try and get the tyre close to the yellow curbs, and going down into 3rd, into this tricky corner here. It's a short shift up into 4th stretch. He's just spun out. Really unfortunate for him riding on board with Pyro. And you want to try and get a good exit out of this corner, because this is basically setting the lap. So once you get that good exit out of that corner, just go flat all the way and not to the track guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. No, I'm kidding. 4 laps to go here in Portimao. Really good performance there. Thank you, Pyro. I'll have to give you credit. But 4 laps to go, and so far Pyro keeping the pace all the way, man. If he can keep this out on track, try not to get any penalties, he's got himself a podium position here today. But thankfully there was no rain for these guys. We did witness a bit of rain earlier. It would have been exciting to see rain light. But meanwhile, riding on board with Dirk, as you can see, he's right close to Formula Chris. But Formula Chris doing his best he can there to try and keep the hard tyres going for the rest of the way. Formula Chris is locking up a little bit there. But looking now, as you can see, Crumpton's just right behind Tyder. He's on the medium compound. And who is that? I think that was Shankster. But Crumpton's just right behind Tato. Well, Crumpton's right behind Tyler, sorry. Is Crumpton going to look for a move? He's still not consider it. He's still going to consider it. I try and bob with the Ferraris. They're both close together. He's going to try and look for a move somewhere here. He's going to try and look around the outside. Doesn't get done. Let's still ride on board with him, because he is quite close. The DRS range on this track is going to be key for these guys. But as we look now, Crumpton getting all the pace in the world. The DRS is going to deploy now for him, so he's going to get past Ty there. The DRS is now deployed. He's using all bit of the ERS. Tyler just get him trying to hold it, doesn't get it done. But Tyler go for a switchback. Unfortunately he can't, so he has to stay in 7th there. But with 3 laps to go, the pace from Pyro today has been phenomenal. Congratulations, and yeah, honestly, keep it up, man, for the rest of the season. You've done really well today. So well, but keep it up. Still all to play for. With 3 laps to go. Piero unfortunately came into the pits there. Oh wait, it's just come out. Sorry. I think someone's being lapped. Yeah. I think that's Tops there. Trying to lap Taker. Stretch, sorry. Sorry, I'm just reading random names. I think just need to try and out the way though if it's a blue flag. But he is dusted, but I don't know if he can find a past him there. Stretch picking up another 3-second time penalty with 2 laps to go. Here in Portimao. Stretch setting the fastest lap though of the race. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one now. 2 laps to go. Closest battle so far we're seeing is between Tyler and Tato, but I think Tato just got past Tyler with ease. Yeah, with 2 laps to go now. He's kept the mediums all the way. I don't understand how he's done it. But he's kept the mediums out for 23 laps. Incredible. The mediums must be won now, but he's got to keep going. To the end. Did someone go really wide there? Not quite. No. I thought someone went really wide there, but not quite. But meanwhile, Crumpton has gained quite a bit of pace onto Sin, deploy a bit of DRS, he's going to send it down the inside. Unfortunately, he doesn't. So he's going to have to stay behind his fellow rival. As he is right behind him now. Is he going to try and look for a move? He is. He's going to consider it. Right on board with the Ferrari. 2 Cent holds it down the inside. Is he going to go down the inside? 2 Cent defending down the inside, but the switchback happens and Crumpton gets past 2 Cent now up into P5. But I think 2 Cent's not cleaving up, he's going to keep pushing there. Piero setting the fastest lap of 1:17 flat. Wow, 1:17.7, sorry. But for the last time here at Portimao, it looks like I was going to say Shankster. Pyro has made the win here, which is a strong performance. I have to give credit, man. He's been consistent all race, and yeah, definite congrats and a definite well fought win for the Haas. Strong points for these guys in the constructors, but especially for the drivers' standings here in the Nitrous Racing League. As the consistency has been there the whole time, but Pyro, a solid performance from that guy. Have to give credit to this man right here. As we watch him go through the last 2 corners, let's turn the HUD off for this moment of truth as he comes across the line for the first time here in Portimao. Your winner for round 3, the PlayStation Tier 1 lead here in the Nitrous Racing League is the one and only. It's Pyro as he makes his way across the line in P1. Up next on the list we do have URL David. And Chris is in 3rd. Can he keep it in 3rd? The battle for P3 can still happen. Is Chris going to make a mistake? No, he doesn't. As he makes his way across the line. Ferrari's getting good points here. As he makes his way across the line, P3 followed by Dirk in P4. Crumpton in P5. And 2 Cent and Tato across. Who's it going to be? And 2 Cent just comes out on top in P6. Tyler in P8 there. We got 90 in P9, a very consistent drive. Topster in P10, Piero in P11, Shankster in P12, Stretch in P13. And that is going to do it here in Portimao. Join us again next week. I don't know if I'm commentating with them next week, I think someone else is, but there's been another commentating session here in the PlayStation Tier 1 League. Do appreciate you all tuning in as always. Here we are for the top 3 for the final time. Pyro wins the Portimao Grand Prix. Very strong performance from this guy. And to the other 2 competitors, URL David and Formula Chris. Congratulations to you 3. And yeah, what a drive from you guys. And congratulations to everyone who took part. Join us again next week. We are going to be in, I'll have to check the calendar. Calendar will be in Discord, sorry. So if you haven't already, if you are interested in this race, then join the Discord, get yourself involved. And so here are the standings for the final time. But yeah, that's about to do it. If you did enjoy today's stream, or if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to drop a like. If you are on Twitch, please make sure to drop a follow. Helps us out a lot. Come get involved in the racing if you think you've got what it takes, and be a part of a growing community. So as always, thank you again for watching. We'll see you again next week, and until then, take care. Goodbye.